All right, good morning, everyone. Let me bring this in here. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. Happy Monday, guys. Happy Monday, everyone. Let me just make sure you guys can hear me all loud and clear. Where are we? All right, we're on. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. Happy Monday, guys. Let me zoom out. There we go. All right, we are on. I was actually just short on gold, guys. I was just short gold, but I just closed the trade on that bullish 30-minute candle closure. But I was I wasn't some gold sells here, but I have just closed that trade. Let me see. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Ready for another week in the markets. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good to see you all here. Let's have a look. Let me just make sure you guys can hear me all loud and clear. Everything good, Bruno? Sound, video, good? Awesome. Thank you. Two W's in Asia. Nice, nice, nice. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. If any guys are new here, welcome. My name is Aaron, also known as Aaron Trades. I've been trading for the past 8 years and mainly focused on gold futures here in the European session. So good to be back on with you guys. Like I said, I did just get short here on gold. Now, why did I get short on gold? Well, you just had this beautiful break to the downside. I'm looking for gold to come to this retracement back down into VWAP and potentially lower here. But I did just close my trade at break even. Why? Because the 30-minute just closed bullish. So I was short from around like these highs here. But as the 30-minute just closed bullish, yeah, I decided to close my trade on the bottom wick of this 30-minute tag and previous 30-minute lows. So could be potential shorts on gold still, if we maybe come up and grab some previous 30-minute highs. So let's clean up some of these levels, go through the analysis for the day. Let's have a look, you guys. Get rid of this. We ended up having that beautiful breakout on Friday. You guys remember we had these two liquidity tails. We had price to come up and grab here, and for price to come up and grab here. Now, we did grab this point perfectly. Look at this great breakout here on Friday. Very, 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 very nice move. Right at 2:30 London time into that New York session. Longs up into that 47.50 level was a very, 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 very nice trade before you then pulled back, and now you're getting back high. So overall this week, I do like gold to come back up to the highs here that we spoke about last week, around that 47.60 level. But intraday, I'm trying to see if there's a potential pullback. You guys who are trading Asia today, you guys get some trades in Asia. Looks like Asia had a very, 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 very nice long. You came down, hit some lows, closed back bullish. Here's some great, great, great buys. Gold and silver longs, nice. Did you call it on stream, Sean? Nice work, man. Nice, 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 nice. Afternoon, man. What was silver do? What did silver do? Yeah, took both on stream. Nice, Sean. Nice. Definitely. Send me on Discord, but I'll post them as well. Look at that, amazing. Yeah, silver daily morning star. Look at that, beautiful. What did we do Friday on silver? We came down. Oh, you did? Oh, nice, Sean. Wait, I didn't see it, man. Let me see. Oh, I don't know. See it. Where is it? Oh yeah, you did, man. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see here. Oh yeah, nice, 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 nice. Yeah, you did. Look at that. Very nice, man. Very, 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 very nice. So you took 140 ticks on stream. Is that on? That's on gold. Very nice. Beautiful trade. Then close 180 ticks on silver that was also taken on stream in the Asia session. Yeah. Great trades, man. Absolute beautiful trades. That's what we love to see. Good man. I didn't see it. Need to start waking up earlier. Good man. That's what we like to see. Two beautiful, beautiful trades. And yeah, it looks like silver was probably nicer because you had that perfect Friday failed to close below Thursday's low, held support. So what are you doing today? You're buying silver up where? Up into previous daily highs, which you do still have a little bit of room here on silver. So we'll have a look at silver. We'll have a look at NQ here as well. NQ looks like potential longs here in London. We have gold tag and previous lows. Audio gone for me. It's good for everyone else, right? Audio still good? Yeah, audio's good. Cool. Yeah, silver look, but yeah, I agree. Silver definitely nice. How did gold close on Friday? Yeah, still look at that closure on gold. Tagged previous day lows, held back above 4,700. So where are we buying gold up into? Into a lot of daily highs. Gold has a lot of equal daily highs. Look at this. Friday we came down, tagged the previous day lows, wicked all the way right back above. So today, yeah, ideally we're buying gold up into 47.50. Now for London though, I am looking for potential pullbacks in London. Why? Because you just had that strong hourly candle closure back below. Let me get rid of this. Yeah, that strong closure back below. So if I'm going to get long here on gold, up into these daily highs, which looks very nice. I think this week we see gold back at 47.50, you know, even higher, back up into some very, very, very nice highs up here. If we're going to get up there, I would anticipate London could give us a bit of a pullback before potentially seeing that move. And, you know, that pullback alone Could maybe give us 100, 200. I see it's only 100 ticks. These ranges are getting smaller on gold, guys. It's about 100 ticks down into the lows. So let's see. Intraday shorts on gold before getting over or long. But yeah, ideally this week, we are looking to buy gold. I'd like to see if we can buy gold. Buy gold up in some very, very, very nice highs here. Let's have a look at this 5 minutes. See if we get some breakouts. But yeah, that was a fantastic move in Asia. Fantastic move. Good job to you guys who got that. That was a great run. Great buys on gold and great buys on silver. Very, very, very nice. I need to get back to these Asian sessions. That was a great trade. Yeah, very textbook liquidity grab. Yep. NQ just ripped in Asia too. Yeah, let's have a look at NQ here. Let's have a look. So, where do we open? We opened here. We kind of had this obviously huge weak closure, bit of a gap down. Look at that perfect 30-minute morning star play here on NQ in Asia. Perfect. Came down, tag lows, held support. Great run. Where? All the way back up into this liquidity level. Great run. Very, very, very nice run. It's a pretty, again, NQ had just been on a, like I say guys, an absolutely phenomenal run. Look at this, just huge. Let me go to the main NQ chart here. We've got our levels. Where are we? Here, look at this. Just an absolutely, as we all know, just a ridiculous run higher. Crazy run higher. So buying in Asia was a very, very, very nice. You gapped down, held some support, held view out, broke back higher. And coming into London, to be honest, NQ does also look like a pretty decent buying opportunity. If you can form some sort of hourly morning star here, you could get some intraday longs on NQ. You're tagging previous 30-minute lows. So we have London open in about 15 minutes here, guys. If you hold above this support here, there's potential pullback longs on gold. NQ. Potential pullback longs on NQ. Also got the NQ longs into all-time highs. Yes, nice ease cap. Yeah, very, very, very nice. Very, very, very nice. Let's see, Goldie here. Goldie trying to get back above. To be honest, NQ looks more interesting than gold right now. I'm just going to jump in NQ, but it does look more interesting than gold. Because you've already had some big pushes on gold, big pushes on silver. Whereas NQ is right back down at some nice support. Let's say you missed the 30-minute flip after tagging the lows on gold. 30-minute flip tagging the lows. Which one? This one? As in you missed buying the 130 candle? If you missed buying the 130 candle, you've missed the move. Move's been and gone, done. Because if you start buying up here, you're buying a resistance. If you want to buy gold in Asia, yeah, this was the buy. As soon as you hit like this gap level, I would be taking profit on this trade. So yeah, if I didn't get in from down here, I definitely wouldn't be buying up here. At that point, yeah, you have to accept that you've missed the move, unfortunately, because you didn't know this move was gonna come in. You know, in Asia, from this support up into there, you know, 300 ticks, yeah, job done, move done. Yeah, did the right thing. Yeah, if you didn't get it from down here for whatever reason, then you decided to walk away, yes, definitely, man, definitely. What you wouldn't want to do is most people would miss this long, and then they'd start jumping in the shorts because they missed the long. Now that's the way what you definitely don't want to do. That's where most people just blow up in trading. They miss the longs, they all of a sudden start shorting. But if you miss the longs for whatever reason, that's fine. You just have to accept it and wait. I'm going to see if there's a potential breakout here in NQ. Yeah, exactly, Sean. Yeah, 100%. Morning, Aaron. Good morning. Good morning. On that Asia trade, where would you put your stop? Below the low of the candle. So yeah, you just below the liquidity here. If I just show you guys here, here, look. This was the trade the guys took on the Asia stream. You're buying the Morningstar. You're risking off the previous 30-minute low. Why are you risking off the previous 30-minute low? Because that was the liquidity grab. Let's see here. Tag the lows, held support. So this is where you're buying, and there's your breakout. There's your breakout. So stop always is below that liquidity. So look at that right there. Perfect. Perfect trade. Perfect trade. And you could even have, as soon as you start breaking back below, you know, you're managing the risk at even this candle low. So it's like a nice 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 1 to 4 risk to reward ish. But yeah, stop would be below the liquidity low. So let's have a look. We got London open in 50 minutes here, guys. Gold tagging previous lows, looking like you may want to get back higher. But remember, with gold, you just had that strong hourly closure bearish. So if you're going to buy gold, you want to see a bit of a fake out. You got a bit of a trend line coming down here in NQ as well. You may squeeze that. How many ticks do I aim for? I mean, I don't aim for a certain tick amount. I take what the markets give me. But the minimum range I'll play on gold at the minute is like 100 ticks minimum. Any range is smaller than that, I would just wait for a nice opportunity. But I never really aim for a certain tick amount. You know, if I try and short gold right now, you know, I'm trying to short down to this VWAP. How many ticks? About 100 ticks. So I would take that short. If it was anything less, like 50 ticks or less, I wouldn't take it. Let's have a look. Tim, it's all inside the mental ship, man. Asia streams 3 times a week inside the mental ship. NQ looking good. Yes, NQ is looking good. NQ is looking good for a bit of a breakout here. Bit of a pullback of this pre-London sell-off. You're looking for a bit of a breakout here in NQ. Where could you pull back up into? We do have some big resistance here. Back up at that 27,460-ish area. But I think the thing to watch here in NQ is if you hold this morning star, you could come for a decent retracement. You know, you had this big sell-off. You could come back up and retrace a decent amount of this big push down. Let's see. 11 minutes here, guys. 11 minutes. Good morning, Aaron. No potential daily evening start on NQ. I mean, evening star plays are reversal shorts. Evening star plays are reversal shorts, so if you tried to sell NQ every single time you were above previous daily highs for this whole entire run-up, you would have got stopped out every single time. So it's one of the things, you know, we have to ask the question, do we want to be following these markets or do we want to be fighting these markets? Well, what is NQ doing right now? Are we bullish or bearish? Are we bullish or bearish on NQ? If the answer is bullish, then we're looking for morning stars to go long, not evening stars to go short. Why? Because we're not looking for shorts, because the market's extremely bullish. Like I say, if you tried to short every time this day was above this high, stopped out, stopped out, stopped out, stopped out, every single time for this whole entire run up. So I'm absolutely not looking for any shorts on NQ. Maybe if today wicks highs and maybe closes doji, then maybe you can take a short scalp tomorrow. But I would cross that bridge when you get to it. Right now, it looks like you're forming a very nice 30-minute morning star to have a retracement higher. Given the fact that we're overall, again, you know, extremely bullish. So for me personally, I wouldn't be sure. I personally, I'm not looking for any sell setups here. Personally. Don't know. Give it a try. 1, 2, 3, but depends. 3 micros. You've got Goldie trying to get back above here. Silver as well. Let's have a look. Silver again. Perfect double top for later today. Whether it comes there, whether it comes tomorrow, we'll see. Let's have a look at the news as well. But we got 2 very nice silver targets. 2 very nice silver long targets. You've came down. You've grabbed all downside liquidity levels that we spoke about last week. So where do we come from next here on silver? All the way back up to all these highs. We got London open in 10 minutes here, guys. 10 minutes. Just joined after therapy. Nice, Tom. Nice. Good to have you here, man. Congrats on the, what, 16th payout of the year. This is what Tom's on right now, 16th payout of the year. Which is incredible. You got NQ tag and lows breaking back high here, guys. If you want the, well, that was weird. If you want the NQ longs, it's at a good level. Let's see, Goldie. 16th requested this morning. Yeah, insane, man. 16th payout, absolutely amazing. 16th payout for the year. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Let's have a look, you guys. Good morning, Aaron. Good morning. Have you traded options before? I struggle with futures than options, and I'm not sure why. No, I haven't traded options, man. No, options is probably one of the trading markets that I have never traded. I've never traded options, man. Yeah, what part of it is it that you do struggle with futures? Like I say, you know, anything that you are stuck with, you know, like contracts, rollovers, ticks, points, you know, feel free to ask, man. But futures is super simple, super simple. Like technical wise, it doesn't really matter what you trade. Technical should all be the same. Save some of the rest of us. Yeah, 16 payouts this year, absolutely incredible, man. Incredible. We've got London Open coming up here, guys. The 30-minute morning start in Asia, the hourly had closed bearish or red at least, and I thought you said not to do that. Not sure what you mean. In Asia, you're tagging hourly lows and holding support. Here. This is the candle you're buying. You're buying this candle. You're not buying this candle. You're buying this candle. You're buying this candle as it's tagging lows and breaking back above. Why? Because you're looking to buy gold. You're not looking to short gold. You're looking for longs. So as soon as you see this hourly tagging lows and wicking back above, I could have been buying this on the 5-minute. I could have been buying this on the 5-minute. Look at this trend line coming down. Perfect trend line coming down. Buy this breakout here on gold, and you get this huge breakout. As long as it's yeah, exactly. As long as it's holding support, it's holding support. So you're letting this candle close, and then you're buying this one. I mean, even here, this candle here, it didn't actually ever close below the lows, even the previous lows. So when you see this body failing to close below that low, that's a good sign that we're finding support in a low time frame. Let me see if there's a small buy here on NQ. Oh man. Again, that's why you block certain contracts. I'm trying to buy MNQ here. Let's see if we can buy MNQ. How much are you risking? 70 bucks. Yeah, you never actually closed below the lows. You wicked it, held support 1, 2, 3 hours. 1, 2, 3 hours of support being formed. There's the trade. Again, guys, look at that. I almost just bought NQ there, but look, if you block your contracts, blocked NQ, block GC, you won't run into them issues. See, look at that. Tried to trade NQ by accident. Couldn't. Why? Because we blocked it. Cool. Realize I'm trying to trade minis, not micros. Switch to the micros. Miss your accidental 3 mini GC trades. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. Need that rush in the morning. That wakes you up in the morning. Don't worry about coffee in the morning. 3 minis long gold. That'll get you up in the morning. Let's see. We got London Open in 5 minutes here, guys. You got NQ. I'm calling gold NQ and NQ gold. You got gold closing bearish on the hourly. So the reason I'm not shorting gold right now is because you're closing bearish. I think if gold's going to have a sell-off, a little bit of a pullback, you're going to wick the highs. Or if gold's going to rip higher, we're going to wick the lows. I want to see either of that happen before I try and trade gold. Hey Aaron, hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well too. Appreciate tuning in. Would you buy the next candle after the hourly close in Asia? If you mean this one, no, I wouldn't buy this one here, man. No. Here I wouldn't buy. Because where's my risk to reward? Well, my stop loss has to go below the last liquidity, which is all the way down there. Where's my target? Like, I have what, all the way up here? I mean, if you're doing something like that, sure. But I mean, I wouldn't be looking for that big of a move in Asia, so therefore, no. I would have to accept that I would have missed the move because I should be in from down here. This is my trade right here. And where am I buying up into? Into that weekly open, into that little gap. From there to there. If I didn't get this move, no, I wouldn't be buying at 2 AM personally. I would just accept and wait for a better setup. We've got London Open in 5 minutes here, guys. Want to see this hourly on gold, NQ hold the previous hour lows and wick back above. If we don't wick back above, can manage the risk very, very, very quick. But I'm anticipating a bit of a morning star play here on NQ. You tag the lows, you're wicking back above. Let's see if we can get this pullback. And gold, I think you're probably waiting until maybe 9. Because look at the way this hourly is going to close. You just huge run up in Asia, tagged highs, held resistance. Great sell-off here pre-London, by the way. Great sell-off. Why was this a great sell-off? Well, you wicked highs, held resistance for 1-2 hours. Great pullback. Now we're trying to see if we get back above, or maybe we pull back low before getting long. But this is where gold gets interesting, because ideally, I want to be buying gold today. I do want to be buying. But if I want to buy from a good trade location. Well, to me, good trade location for a buy here would be below these previous hourly lows. So let's see how this hourly candle opens in 2 minutes here, guys. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Let's see if NQ can wake up here as well. NQ's already had, look at this. Like this again, look at this. NQ pre-London. 5 AM, look at that, huge sell-off. Massive push up in Asia. Big retracement back lower. We're trying to get a pullback of this move. All the way back up into, like, you know, maybe up into 27.5. Let's see. Booking a weekend away once it comes. Don't know where to yet. Yeah, nice, Tom, nice. Amazing, man, amazing. Going to Seville in July. Nice. I was late to the Asia move, so walked away till pre-London. Yeah, nice, Glenn. Nice. Good idea, man. Good idea. If you missed it, that's the best decision. If you missed it for that Asia move for whatever reason, so be it. Accept it. Walk away. That's professional trading right there. It's just more of an anticipation trade here on NQ. You're tagging previous lows. I'm trying to see if this can wick back above. If it doesn't wick back above, I can close the trade pretty much straight away. I'm trying to see if we hold these previous lows to see if you can get a bigger wick rejection here. Just buying resistance, being overall very, very bullish. But if we close like this, in 40 seconds, I can close this trade like almost instantly at like minus $20, $30 max. I'm buying below, wicking below these lows, anticipating this is going to hold for a retracement because we're very, very, very bullish. But if we don't really pull back that much, because the hourly, I was kind of hoping this, or anticipating, I should say, this hourly would wick back above the previous hourly lows, which in 15 seconds I don't think we're going to do. Therefore, I can probably get out pretty much straight away and potentially get back in on the breakout. Let's see, 5 seconds. Yeah, great way to spend the profits, man. Absolutely. All right, we got London Open here, guys. Let's see this hourly closure here on gold. Let me see. So gold, decent closure, 6 AM. Little bit doji here at 7. And now you're opening with a bottom wave, so you may get a bit of a pullback here. Let's have a look. NQ also closing bearish. You may tag the previous hourly lows before pushing high. Let's see. Let's see if we can hold. Yeah, you just wick them lows. So minus 70 there. If you wick back above here at NQ, you may get back in. Let's see. If NQ wicks back above, I'll get right back in NQ here. You just wick the hourly lows there. And if you hold some support, there may be some re-entries. Let's see. Let's have a look. And gold's a little bit tough here, guys. Because overall, I'm looking for these longs on gold. But what I'm not a huge fan of right now is, you know, we're kind of just trading below this resistance and we're kind of trading right at this support. So it's pretty messy in here on gold, to be honest. Oh, NQ might get back above here, guys. NQ might get back above. Gold is a little bit choppy in here. Look at this range on gold. Not really doing too much yet. We got time here. And you don't mark on Asia IBs for reference? No, don't use it. Don't use any of that, man. No, none of that at all. Don't use any of that, man. Let's see, Goldie. Yeah, see this support in NQ is worth a potential re-entry here. No, I don't mark any of the initial balances for any session. It's not something I trade. Again, it's not something you can't use. It's just, yes, personally, it's not something I will use. We got Goldie stuck in this range. Silver, let's have a look, guys. Silver. Again, silver, I like the long, so I'm not going to sell silver because I think these longs are looking very nice. Up into these very nice double top areas, which is where we'll be watching for a bigger move higher today. Goldie, let's see. Did you ever use footprint charts or bookmap? No, not really, man. No, I've looked at bookmap before, but it never really helps me. I can see where my levels are on gold. That it just gives me more to think about, more reasons to hesitate. So no, it's not something I like to use. Again, it's not to say you can't use it. I think I don't know if Alad's here today, but Alad used to use bookmap a lot. Oh, look at this. NQ may have just squeezed out them alloys. If we break back higher here, may get back in. But no, I like to keep it simple. Price action. Simple price action. Price action, liquidity levels, that's all we need here. Look at this, Goldie. NQ getting back above. Look at this, guys. NQ right back above. I might get maybe a re-entry here on NQ in 5 minutes. Goldie trying to get back above as well. You're above the previous hourly highs without grabbing the lows. Still in the NQ trade? Yeah, nice. If you're still in the NQ trade, you're looking for a retracement up into like maybe 480s-ish. 480s-ish? Let's see. Especially now that you're grabbing previous hourly lows and wicking back above, that's more of a sign that you can get this decent pullback. Look at that hourly now. Just wicked out the hourly lows. Maybe the stop was a little bit too tight there, trying to get back bullish. So if we close bullish and bottom wick, I'll see if I can get back in here. Let's see if we can get back in here. Let's have a look at what we got coming up for the week as well in terms of news here as well, guys. What do we have for the week ahead? So today, Monday 27th, nothing on the cards today. What do we have tomorrow? You guys, on Wednesday, there's a yen bank holiday. We got FOMC statements on Wednesday and the FOMC press conference, 7 o'clock London time on Wednesday, guys. That'll be very, very big. You got the FOMC press conference at 7:30 London time. And then on Thursday, you have GDP, core PCE price index as well at 1:30. So Wednesday, Thursday are going to be two very, very, very big days. And then Friday, you have French bank holiday, German bank holiday, and Italian bank holiday as well. So Wednesday and Thursday are going to be the big days here, guys. I'm going to see if there's a, let me see if there's a buy stop here on NQ. I'm going to buy stop 3 because it's good risk to reward. Let's see. Wednesday and Thursday are going to be the big days here. Nothing today, nothing really tomorrow. But of course, as we know, there's always live news coming out in these markets and we can still get moving at any time. If NQ did close bearish, that's fine. Cancel the sell, stop and wait. But I want to see if this 5 minute breaks back higher, we can get tagged in this trade. Let's see. The only US, in American session, there's only the US Dallas Fed Manufacturing Index This will not be market moving release and won't change anything for the Fed or the markets. So this data will be ignored. NQ back lower. If we re-break higher, fantastic. We'll get back in. If not, that's fine. We will wait. We will wait. Let's have a look. Goldie back above previous hourly highs. Again, I don't want to be a buyer above hourly highs. If we close above, then fantastic. But gold, I don't want to be a buyer here. If I want to be a buyer on gold, I want to be a buyer at the lows, not above the highs. Let's see if this 5 minute can flip here on NQ, guys. If it can't, that's fine. We'll wait. But if this 5 minute can flip bullish, I think we can come up and manipulate this trend line. I got wicked out so many times. Now I use it a bit raw. Yeah. I mean, it's very rare that I'll get wicked out after my liquidity levels. That's why I don't really use it. Like gold, if gold grabs the lows and holds support, like it's very rare that it will re-grab the lows. So like I said, I always find, again, that's like I said, if it works, it's great. But for me, my stops above below liquidity levels hold very, very, very well. I just never really found it told me that much more than I couldn't already see on the charts. Yeah, a lot of bad news this week as well. Yep. Yes, there is. Let's see. Let's see if we're going to be good to us here, NQ. We got 2 minutes for this to flip bullish. If we don't flip bullish, I will wait. Look at this, Goldie getting back high, guys. Goldie getting back higher. Silver. Trying to get back above as well. Let's see here, guys. Let's see. Anything else you guys looking at? Feel free to send it over as well. It doesn't have to just be gold and NQ. We can look at some. We can look at some other markets. We can see what else we get for the day here. If NQ breaks back lower, that's fine. We will cancel the buy stop and wait. And gold above these previous hourly highs is where you might find some resistance to actually potentially short back down into VWAP. The only thing with shorting gold is, like I say, it's risky. Why? Because we got clear targets above. And we're just looking for a bit of a pullback. But it's all I can really see for London on gold right now. Because I'm kind of thinking here on gold, I want to be a buyer all the way back up into 47.50 and, you know, 770. But where do I want to be a buyer on gold? On some manipulation lower. This is where I'd love to see gold come down and do something like this. Come down, manipulate some lows, and then see if we can get the longs. So all I'm really looking for is to see if there's that potential manipulation. There's a potential short in London. All right, you got NQ breaking low here, guys. Cancel the sell stop. Sorry, buy stop. Cancel the buy stop. Wait. Didn't flip bullish. No re-entries. We will wait. That's a decent squeeze back lower. So minus $70 trying to buy this pullback on NQ didn't work. Squeezing lower, that's fine. As long as NQ keeps selling off, we'll let it sell off. Because I'm not going to be a seller here at NQ either. Why? Because if I short NQ, where would I be shorting? Well, I'd be shorting back up at major resistance. But if we're not already short, personally, I don't want to be selling from down here. Get that 5 close here. Let's see. A little bit doji here on gold. You have to see it close back bearish. Let's see, guys. Nothing massively jumping out here just yet. Remember, guys, Monday morning, London session. NQ's had a massive rip up, massive rip down. Gold's had a massive rip up, massive rip down. So we got time here, guys. We got time. New Zealand dollar is moving. Nice. We can have a look. Let's have a look. New Zealand dollar is moving. And trade currencies very often. Yeah, it's a nice little bit of a bounce here. Nice bounce of VWAP as well. Yep, that's kind of nice. Has a high time frame looking here on New Zealand dollar. Yeah, big support. Kind of back at the highs of the range. That was a nice, yeah, nice pre-London. Look at that. Tag the lows, closed bullish. Kind of what we're trying to anticipate here at NQ. And breaking back highs. Yeah, it's a nice push. If you're in these longs, nice. Good job. Good job. NQ still squeezing. Yes, yep. Let's have a look. I imagine it's pretty much probably identical to what we're looking for on NQ. Let's get rid of some of these levels. Obviously, as we know, NQ, ES both been on phenomenal runs recently. Just huge breaks back high. Incredible runs. So daily's very bullish, weekly's very bullish. Now you're back above the highs. Let's see. Again, it's really not a market I would want to be selling. Because you're in the middle like here. So you had this huge range. What do? We came down, tagged the lows of the range, and now we're breaking back higher. So again, ideally I'd want to be buying ES here than selling it. You know, it's not to say it can't sell off to maybe some lows down here, but it more so would say that I just wouldn't be taking that trade. I'm looking for potential bounces. And again, we're below these previous hourly lows. So below these hourly lows, you could easily see ES come and create that head and shoulders here. Here's your left shoulder head. Just come up for that right shoulder. Again, at least buying up into that right shoulder, you're still buying, you're following the overall direction, which is, to me, what is the smart trade. So ideally, you would look to continue buying as well. Oh, let's see. TP, already went over the TP on Goldman, just shortened down to VWAP. Just shortened down to lows into VWAP. Just looking for a bit of a small pullback. No, I don't set a hard TP. I never set hard TPs, but it was just I'm trying to get short down into this area here that I'm kind of talking about now. It's the area where I want to be a buyer on gold, so we're just trying to potentially get these shorts down into there. Oh, look at this. NQ trying to get back above here, guys. NQ is really teasing us to get in these longs. Look at this. It's trying to get back above. Let's see if we can get back above. See if there's some maybe a bit of a fake out buy. We'll see. Let's see. I'm not gonna jump in it just yet, but let's see. NQ, ES, they're both levels where I don't want to be a seller, that's for sure. Because it's big support. Goldie also breaking back above here, guys. Gold at the highs. Oh, look at this. NQ getting back above here, guys. Let's see. Trying to get back above. We've got the first 15-minute of London Open coming up here as well, guys. Let's see if we can get back above here. Not that I like the 15, but just have a quick look at the closure. Yeah, again, wick and lows. You would say, you know, even if NQ was going to have a, let's say NQ was going to short down into, wrong tool. Let's say if NQ was going to short down into these lows here, what would we anticipate before? I'd anticipate you get a bit of a pullback before then seeing that short. And that's all we're really looking to do here in London. See if you can get that, pullback. You're right below them hourly lows. And you're anticipating the hourly is going to hold these lows and get all the way back above. Let's see. I'm gonna give NQ one more chance here, guys. Risk off these lows. Risk about $100. $170 risk here in London today, max. That's all I'm willing to risk here in London. Trying to see if you can hold these lows and get this much nicer retracement higher. Looking for a $250 to $300 pullback. So you're looking for a nice 1 to 2, 1 to 3-ish risk to reward here. Let's see if NQ is going to be good to us here. Trading NQ on the XFA here. Look at that. Gold just hanging out here as well, guys. Gold not really doing too much. I mean, you're closing bullish, but again, you know, I don't really want to be a buyer here on gold. Why do I not want to be a buyer? Why? Because you're above the previous hourly highs. I don't want to be a buyer above previous hourly highs. If I want to be a buyer on gold, I want to be a buyer at the lows. So see if NQ can wick back above, play this little 5-minute morning star here. Just took the same. Nice, Bruno. Nice, nice, nice. It's worth a shot. It's a good risk to reward. I do think we'll see this nice pullback here on NQ. We're just trying to see if we can see if we got the volume here to do it this morning. Max I risk in London, guys, maybe like 250 max. I don't want to risk more than that in London. Because you risk too much in London, you may get some better moves coming into New York. So 150, 200 is the maximum I want to be risking here. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Goldie. I think it's with shorting gold, because you're saying, you know, if I'm not buying gold, could you short gold? I mean, you can short gold. I am open to selling gold, but again, I probably want to see this decent closure back below first. You can see gold just in a little bit of a range. That's why I'm kind of trading NQ more here today, guys. I think NQ is looking much nicer than gold. Gold, you're kind of just chopping around. Why would gold chop around? Well, look how much we moved in Asia. You moved a 600 tick move up, and then pre-London had another 200 tick push down. So gold's moved like 800 ticks before London Open. It's going to range for quite some time. That's why I'm happy to just watch NQ here, because we've seen some great NQ moves in London recently. Oil, yep, we can have a look at oil, absolutely. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let me get NQ up on this chart here just to see what we're up to. Yeah, oil, let's have a look. So, oil, it probably had a decent closure last week. Closing very bullish. Not very bullish, kind of, you know, oil's been in a pretty aggressive range. You've kind of been, you know, morning star up, tag highs down, down, back up. Daily time frame here on oil. This is where, again, oil looks pretty messy as well. You have some resistance here. You've got some support down here. You're kind of right back at the highs of the range. I mean, you do have some resistance sitting above that you could buy up into, but again, on oil, where should we be buying from? This morning star play back at the support. So again, oil is one of them where it's kind of similar to gold, whereas if you're not already in these longs, it's tough to want to do anything up here. But I would say yes, you'll very likely squeeze these highs here. Is that a worthwhile trade? Not really. But from here, you could see oil come all the way back up to the highs around like 98s as well. So I would be looking for longs on oil. But again, if you're not already long from down here, it's a little bit tough for London. It is a little bit tough. What are we up to here on gold? Are we trying to get back above? Trying to hold this morning star. 20 seconds till this 5 minutes going to close it, guys. We're trying to get this breakout here on NQ. See if we're going to be good to us here. Let's see. And again, guys, I'm not looking for a huge breakout on NQ. I'm not looking for like another leg. I'm just looking for a bit of a pullback. Nice $200-300 pullback. If you guys don't normally trade NQ, don't just jump into NQ just because I'm trading, guys. This isn't a signal class. It's just me sharing what I'm doing and what I'm looking at on mine. Goldie. We've got 30-minute close coming up in 10 minutes here as well, guys. Gold's, yeah, at the highs, forming resistance, forming support. This will be my no trade range here on gold. As long as we hold in here, I won't watch gold in the lower time frame, because that's where gold can chop you up and manipulate you, and you can, you know, get trapped in bad positions before maybe New York has a much nicer setup. When you wait for the closure above before I'm in NQ. I'm not sure what you mean, man. You can see I'm long NQ. You can see I'm long NQ. If you want to wait for the breakout NQ, go for it. If I was waiting for the breakout, I would be waiting for the breakout, man. I'm long NQ. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm trying to buy below these hourly lows, anticipating they're gonna hold. Just buying support. Not overthinking it. It's just nice support. Just taking a buy. If you want to wait for the breakout, fantastic. Wait, you can wait for the breakout, but to me, buying at this support, it's yeah, it's worth a shot. But you guys can see I'm in the trade. Trying to get back above. Let's see. And it's remember guys, it's only Monday morning, London session. We got plenty of time, guys. Plenty of time. Plenty of time, plenty of opportunities. It's 8:20 on a Monday morning. We got time to let these markets develop, let the markets find their feet. Develop, you know, like I say, for gold, I do think gold's going to need like a good at least 1 to 2 hours before gold does shape up. I need to see some decent closures on gold. Like at least I'd say at least maybe 2 to 3 hours worth of closures on gold before I want to even consider any positions. No, I'm ahead of London, man. I'm 1 hour ahead. It's 9:20 for me. 8:22 London time. 9:20 for me, man. I'm an hour ahead of London. Yeah, I'm an hour ahead of London, which is nice. It's nice to be that extra hour ahead of London session. There you go. NQ's starting to wake up a bit. Let's see. Let's see. How many total number of trading accounts are you handling? Too many. I have about 4 here on Topstep. And I have personal and other accounts as well. Euro looks nice for longs. Nice, we can have a look. Let's have a look. Euro, where are we? I mean, again, like, if we say it looks nice for longs, it's kind of one of the markers where it's kind of like the New Zealand dollar. It's already had the push. Like, I don't think longs look nice here, personally, because you've already had this pre-London breakout, held it, squeezed higher. So in terms of new trades here in the euro, again, it's pretty difficult, to be honest. Why? Because you'd want to be buying at the support, not at the resistance. But do longs look good overall on the euro? Let's have a look. Let's get rid of all this for a second. Add that weekly close. Yeah, weekly still at support, which is nice. Instant weekly top wick. Again, if we look to the left, look at the dotted line right now. That's where price is. Big resistance, resistance, broke it, resistance, support, resistance, support. I'd be a bit cautious taking new longs here personally. I think if I was buying the euro, to be honest, I'd probably be managing my risk here. I don't know if I'd be taking new long positions here. Let's have a look here, guys. Let's see. MGC. What are we up to? Trying to break higher. Target for NQ is back up into, let's say, like 27,470-ish. Potentially higher. Depends on how we hold on these hourly lows. We got 30-minute close coming up in 5 minutes here as well, guys. This 30-minute close is going to be key. I really want to see if this 30-minute can hold these previous 30-minute lows and start to get back above. I'm not setting a hard TP because I want to see how the markets move. I never set hard TPs. But I would be looking to maybe manage risk around like these 630 highs. Because that could be where, you know, we may do something like this. But I'm trying to buy up into these highs in case, you know, we do tag these highs, break out and just keep running higher. So I'm trying to expose myself to the fact that in either situation, I do believe NQ was to come for a bit of a breakout. You've got like a perfect trend line coming down here, so you're trying to buy up into that trend line. Lifetime payouts? Oh, I'm not too sure, man. I can't see the old dashboard, unfortunately. But this year, we're around like 35,000, I think. 35,000 in payouts this year. Where are we? Where are we this year? How many payouts have I had this year? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 payouts this year. 8 payouts this year from Topstep. Let's see NQ here. 30-minute close come up here is going to be key. If this 5-minute gets back below, guys, any closure below this dotted line will be the 30-minute failing to close above. Therefore, you can manage risk. Goldie trying to get back above 2. If this 5-minute closes below here, guys, I will cut the trade straight away and wait. Cut the trade straight away and wait. And that'll probably be last trade for London. Let's see. Look at this. Goldie. Last couple of minutes of the 30. Straight back down. Let me see. Let me wait there, guys. I'm taking minus $30. Minus $100 here. Let me just wait. That 30-minute looking like we're probably going to close bearish. So I'm minus $100 here in London. 2 trades. I don't like the way this 5-minute, the last couple minutes of that 30 starting to come back down, because remember, if this 5-minute closes bearish, that 30-minute will be failing to close above. Therefore, you wouldn't want to be in the trade. So I have closed that at minus. Oh, what have I done? Close that at minus $30, guys. I'm only minus 100 here. I don't like the way these markets are chopping here this morning. I'm happy to wait. Happy to wait. Where are we? Yes, definitely Bruno. This is you guys on YouTube. This is from Bruno to let you guys know that D won't be on today, guys. D doesn't feel well, and metal markets will be cancelled for today, guys. So you guys who usually tune in and watch D, D will be off today, guys. Bruno wanted me to let you guys know. Oh, D feels better soon. Come on, Goldie. What are we doing? Goldie chopping, NQ chopping. Look at this NQ. To me, this looks like NQ wants to come for that nice, decent breakout here. You could retrace this whole entire move in one candle, but these ranges are very, 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 very messy here, guys. Usually we get these decent London breakouts here on NQ, but today we are just very, 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 very quiet. And what do we have going on for gold? Also very, 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 very quiet here, guys. So NQ chopping, gold chopping. But like I said, guys, it's Monday morning, guys. Don't go too crazy on a Monday morning. You know, I've taken 2 trades, 2 very small losses, minus $100. I can make that back in one 5-minute trade when the markets break out later on. But the key is, I don't want to be chasing and forcing. To me, it was worth giving a shot. So you can see here, NQ closed below the previous 30-minute low. So now if I want to buy NQ, now I have to see a breakout. Why? Because this candle's just broken out to the downside. These candles hadn't broken to the downside. And for gold, yeah, also just wicking highs, wicking lows, hourly time frame here on gold, guys. Nothing, no real setups here on gold just yet, guys. Be patient on gold. Be very, very, very patient. Why? Because I think gold can give us some very nice setups today, but it's not right now, and that's okay. We want to wait for it. We want to wait for it. We've got time here, guys. We've got time. Don't rush these markets. Don't rush these markets, guys. We got time. We got time. Keep the losses small, manage the risk, reduce the expectations, stay very, very, very reactive. Let's see. Yeah, big news week. Yeah, big news week from Wednesday onwards. But to be honest, you can still, even though we do have big news this week, you do still usually get some good London moves. But yeah, we're just hanging out in these markets, guys. We're just hanging out. We're not really doing much here at all, especially not gold. I still do think NQ looks nicer. Gold is just very, very, very choppy. If I want to get long on gold, like I say, I want to see a decent pullback to be able to buy this big move up here on gold. That's the real trade I want here today. But for London, NQ was looking nicer. All right, YouTube guys, I'm going to wrap up here, guys. Been on for about an hour breaking down these markets. Two very small losses on NQ, minus $100. I do believe you're going to see this breakout on NQ, but to be honest, I don't think it's worth sitting here and watching it from here, guys. And gold also does look nice today, guys. I'm looking for gold longs today up into 47.60. So if you guys are looking for trades the rest of the day, gold longs over all today do look very nice. But for right now, I'm probably going to let this hourly close. If we break out, fantastic. Maybe buy towards 9 a.m. And I'm also going to be watching NQ for longs below these previous hourly lows as well. But for me here this morning, guys, two very small losses in London. I will very likely be waiting for closer to the pre-New York session now. I appreciate you guys taking time to tune in. I'll see you guys same time right back again tomorrow. Trade safe. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.